Hope you're all doing well. Let's see what is going on in the twin flame journey this week, upcoming week. When I was meditating yesterday, how divine masculine and feminine met each other in the realm. So it was really beautiful, beautiful experiences. What I saw. Let's see, get the cards out. Yeah, and it was beautiful, peace, harmony, joy, lots of joy. So we are on the right pace, right track, right journey. And it's all happening in the now. So could be that we're moving through different timelines. We're moving through different dimensions. But all is great. All is amazing. Okay. So I felt this really soft, loving and caring energy. Could be that there is a separation. It could be that you are moving. That's what I saw for a lot of twin flames. That there is a move going on. So they're moving themselves to other places, or they're moving towards different houses. And that's really amazing what I hear. So let's see what is in the divine masculine's mind space. Wow, star connection. So the divine masculine is going to make star connections. He is connecting with the galaxy self, the united in oneness and constant and permanent divine guidance. So that is so beautiful to see that there is that star connection being made for the divine masculine. That's also how he connects with his soul family, how he connects with his divine feminine. And there are so many connections going on at the moment. And I had the feeling that it's about work, it's about, you know, going outside and meeting new people. And I see divine masculine doesn't have to do anything for it. It's really about that just sitting there watching, and people get drawn in by the energy of the divine masculine, because there is that serenity, there is that beauty, there is that charismatic vibe going on that recognize each other. And that it's so beautiful seeing people coming towards you and just saying, I see you and I recognize you. And all that is so in flow with everything that's going on in the energy of the twin flames. So it's, yeah, extraordinary actually what's happening. And embrace it. You know, you really need to embrace this and these connections that are coming your way, or that are willing to connect with you, because you know it's coming from a pure no. It's about, I recognize you, you know. Portals in the place of the divine masculine. Be here now. Be love what is. And you're entering the higher frequencies. So the divine masculine is going to the portals. is working with the portals, is creating new portals for himself. And it's what I feel here. This is the portal of the fairy realm. So you start to connect with the portals of the fairy realm. It could be, and I see these arrows on the back of the fairy. So maybe you are be shot by a fairy arrow, and if you know what how that is, that's pretty intense if you get shot by a fairy arrow. So yeah, it's really going through that portal and going to that energy. Don't don't look back for what was, but moving on to the next stage, as we are all transitioning in time and space, going through different timelines. It's also the time of the water. So time to connect with the water, time to connect with the oceans. Um, and the fairies are around you. The fairy energy is around you. It's in your heart space. You're living by it. You connecting with them, and it's that's what I meant the last time in my readings, when I said, we have multiple tribes. We have our star beings, we have our earth beings, we have our fairy, we have our water energies. We have so many tribes to connect with, and they now in this time, they're all coming together, and they recognize your energy, and you attract them. You don't have to do anything for it. It's just the attraction that comes in, and it's heartfelt. It's from the heart, and it's so beautiful. And when we connect with each other, there is a huge healing going on a different level. So that's all the tribes are. I see all the tribes now coming together. Gathering and having fun and creating new opportunities, creating networks, stuff like that. And yeah, I think it's just extraordinary what's happening. Okay, how does he sees the divine feminine? He sees the divine feminine with expansion, love for all, playfulness, and let go of the past. So that's what he sees in the divine feminine. So he sees she's connected with her higher heart. Her higher heart's open, connecting with the energy of the divine masculine within herself. And that she is connected with that energy of healing the inner children within her, the inner girl and the inner boy. We all have that tomboy within us, and we all have that little girl within us. And when you give that love and attention and work with it in union, then that inner child can play again. It's and that's also what the fairies do. The fairies get that playful energy out of you, that naughtiness, that um, mischievous, energy. And when I connect with that, I totally feel that. So that's really beautiful. And there is a huge expansion in the other realms, with the stars, with the star connections, with people, with the portals, with bringing the energies towards Mother Earth for healing. And she using her higher heart for that. Um, yeah, that is, and there is love for all. There is not love for one particular group or one particular tribe. You know, it's all connected. It's all there for her in the heart space to expand, and that's what she does. She expands her heart space so she can connect with more people, connect um, with the tribes, and also guiding, sometimes guiding the tribes, not always, you know, being there and be passive, but also in that action orientated energy. Oh, and I see 1111 on my phone, so that's really amazing. Yeah, so that's how it works, you know. That's what she does. She's just expanding it and working with it. um I see it's the balance. She balancing out and letting go of the past. So the more things happen from the past, and I see then she sees it as a clown energy. You know, she just, if messages coming in that just doesn't resonate with her, she just starts to laugh, and it makes her vibration go up through the roof. And that's also why she attracts people, because when you're on your own and you start laughing and people see that, you know, then you attract also more energy towards you. So yeah, that is what the past does, you know. It's almost like she's looking back and she says, oh my god, what a circus, what a circus I was living in. What um what a drama was there in that space. And she let it go, and she said, okay, you know, that was the past. I learned from it. I loved with it. I had joy in it, and I had sadness in it, and it's all perfectly fine. And now it's time, you know, to move on to different frequencies, to higher frequencies that is serving my good, that is serving my goals, that is serving my heart. So yeah, let the clowns come out, and so there will be more laughter and more joy. And that's also what the fairies does. So that's really incredible. Yeah. If I have to go back there, then I already have to laugh about it. It's so restore for the divine feminine. Time out for you now. You are nature, and you get all your shamanic signs. So restore with the dragons. Be with the dragons. You know, it could be that um, divine feminine or the feminine went through a karmic situation and finally discovered she grows so much that she had to let go of that situation or that relation. Um, and now it's time for her to restore her energy, restore her peace, um, and go within. I also hear, restore things what happened in this situation, that you can let it go, that you can move on from it and focus on the things that you really want to do in your life, where your heart is beating for. And just do those things, and don't think about work. Don't think about this, or I have to earn money, or I have to do this, or I have to do that, or that word I have to, I must to. You need to release that from your system, because that puts so much pressure on you that there isn't any flow. So yeah, restore, let go, you know, go with the energies, but also, if there is an opportunity coming towards you, take action, you know, because in that moment that you get your shamanic signs that somebody is placed on your path, and you need to take an action towards it, because it's something new, it's something extraordinary, it will be something big, and you feel it in your system. Don't say, okay, not today because I'm really tired. No, just grab that opportunity and go for it, because you are in that moment. They show you the sign to move forward and to say, this is my direction I need to go. Also, look who is the bringer, who is the messenger, because sometimes we get messages from our outside world, like say you see a car driving, and that car give you a signal. But then you also have to look at what is that car um, representing. And when when that car is representing lower frequencies, it's a distraction and it's a no-go. If it's coming from good heart, higher vibration, for instance, if it's a truck with flowers. Oh, you have a red light, or you have a green light, and you can go. But if it's something else that is not resonating with our vibration, you have to think, oh, no, I discard this one, because this is a distraction. So there are so many things that we have to watch in the signs, and sometimes the signs are so veiled, um, that we have to pull the veil away to see what's behind it. And that's so beautiful in it, and it's so extraordinary, to grab that opportunity that comes your way, that you feel, yes, it's resonating, I'm going for it, and I rest tomorrow, because you need to take that control over that situation. And see, sometimes you say, okay, this is coming from a totally different energy. I just let it go and don't think about it. But in other cases, yeah, you are like on top, and it's really integrating with your life. Okay. Guidance in the heart space. Well, that's what I told already, or channeled. Follow your inner compass. You have support, and trust your guidance. So if your guides are saying, and it's about surrender, about purity, about, ride that unicorn, and trust that unicorn where it takes you. It's if you if you ride your unicorn, if you and you say, okay, you choose where I need to go, and you let it guide you, then it brings you to the most purity places, like waterfalls, or like beautiful surroundings in nature. It brings you affection, it brings you healing, it brings you support, to support your well-being. So trust the guidance of your heart, trust the guidance of your guides. And when you get when your pineal gland get activated by the unicorn, uh, you're going through different realms, and when they activate your pineal gland, that there are new things and new environments and new portals and new um, environments to discover, because then it's activating everything, and you get cleared in your and an upgrade in your pineal gland. So trust your visions, trust your heart, and trust your guidance, because you have that inner compass that is saying, yeah, I have to go that way, or I don't have to go that way. And that is exactly what I told you about, what's behind the veil, what is behind the signs. And I hear sometimes it's anticipation, sometimes you feel it's anticipation. And when I was meditating yesterday with the twin flames, and they say, well, hold on your seatbelts, put your seatbelts on, because it will not be a bumpy ride, but it will be very um, a speeding energy. It's like it's going fast, it's going hard, it's going quick, it will accelerate your system. It's like when you go in how do you call that, when you go in a roller coaster. The journey won't be a roller coaster, but if you go in that roller coaster, and I was in that roller coaster, that you get a lift off, like it's like you get catapulted into space, and that kind of energy. That's why they say put your seatbelt on, because love is coming your way, and it's going fast. It's going really fast. So here, how does the divine feminine seize the divine masculine? Sharing space again, out of all these cards and shuffled so many times, sharing space together, being together, having telepathy. There is co-creation coming in, communicating, honoring each other. And when you share space together, when you share time and space together, things will unfold in that heart space. It could be that there are still guards around the heart space, but with the higher heart, and sharing the space. Oh my gosh, I get itchy in my ear. Then I know my ancestors are here. Then the higher heart and share the space is how the divine feminine sees the divine masculine. That heart space will open and open more and open more in a really beautiful way. Um, hmm, interesting. Yeah, share time and share space together. That's what I hear. And it's shared time and space with your divine masculine, or she sees that the divine masculine wants to share time and space with her, um, but also with, it could also be, when the divine feminine is restored, has her energy back on track, it's time for her to follow the guidance of her heart, you know, to connect with nature and what she wants to do. And it's I totally understand when you just broke up and you just split up with your divine partner or your counterpart. Um, then you need that time to restore. You need that time for yourself. You need to heal, and take that time, because there are some people that really need that support at this moment, because the time of separation um, is not always an easy time. But take it easy for yourself, do this and focus on yourself. Don't focus on the other person, what the other person would do. Is he with somebody else? Leave that all behind. That is just your fear that comes in, and your ego that comes in to distract you where you're really going towards. um, and you need to be the main priority in your life, not the other person, because that if there is that really connection, and you see that in the relationship already, was there that support, was there that thing, because the weird part is, of all things in relationships, when you're entering a relationship, you get fear for stepping into a relationship or into a union again. But if you ended a situation and you see only the beautiful things of it, you don't see the nasty things of it anymore, you don't see the hurt, don't see all the things that is being done to you, because that brain starts to sabotage you to get you back stuck in a relationship or in a situation where you don't belong, because it wants to separate from the heart. So the heart and the subconscious mind get these beautiful energies up. Oh, and we start to romanticize that person, but the actions were totally rubbish. There was no action at all, or they left you go or standing in the cold if you really needed it. So and and then multiple things can come out of that. There can be that that person got scared, or there was fear with the other person to handle that situation. But that's not up to you. That's up to that person to change that and to work on that. But that's the whole thing. You need to see that, you know we romanticize a past situation. If that situation was as it was in your mind space, you would still be together. But the lack of action, the lack of intention, um, that that made it all split up, you know. So uh, I know this is for one person in general, um, that just had a split up, a horrible split up. So I say, you know, focus on yourself, go in that energy of, yeah, you know, for, yeah, take that unicorn and drive off. Yes, guys, I'm coming, I'm late. They're calling me for food. Yeah, so that is what is happening. So, but for the collective, the feminine sees the masculine, um, sharing a space with, sparing time with, you know, that there is telepathy, that there is an energetic cord there, that there is co-creation, that there's communication, and that they honor each other. Okay. For divine masculine, what supports the divine masculine? And let's get some other things out of the way. What supports the divine feminine? Okay. How does the divine masculine sees the union between the divine feminine? And how does the divine feminine sees the union with the divine masculine? And with the other cards, I will check out what is going on further down the line. Wow. What supports the divine masculine? Vision of unity. Focus on the light, clear seeing, release, letting go of illusion, and pineal gland activation. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Again, the union, the trinity, the balance between the masculine, the feminine, and source. Open heart space, connected to the 144,000, the flower of life, the sign of Osiris, you know, transmuting the darkness, the shadow into the light. And that is what is heading and what is coming towards us. We need to focus on the light. And because that's where we're going. We had already, the dark ages are behind us, you know, so um that's behind us, and now we're going to the light, we go into higher vibrations, we go into abundance, we go into the embody our gold print, you know, we embodying our gold print, we embodying that universal light, and the dove of peace, you know, being peaceful within yourself and with yourself, that will vibrate it outside into the world. So that will support the divine masculine. Don't hold on to, and also don't well, it's up to the divine masculine. You know, I can say don't do it, but it's up to the divine masculine, and so he has a free will to elevate himself and not to push himself too much to go through that portal to the other realm. You know, it sometimes when you want to go um, to visit places, or you're going through realms, your system needs to be ready. And when you carry enough light, and you carry enough energies, and you can, how do you detach from your thoughts, then it's time to elevate. Then you can go to that space. But if you're so occupied with your thoughts, and what your thoughts are thinking, and what it creates in your system, you need to take time for yourself, and you need to maybe you need to restore, yeah, like the divine feminine, because you put yourself too much under pressure to reach something that goes in divine timing, that goes automatically, that goes in flow. you know I didn't come here in one day. I so yeah, it took me a long time to be where I am. So I gave myself time, because I didn't even think what is behind there, what is behind that veil, what is, you know what is there more. That's the question I always say to myself. Is there more than this? Is there more? There's always more, they say. There's always more. There's always more to learn. There's always more to see. There's always more to explore. And that will come your way when when you take the steps to detach from your mind, and to let go of your mind space, of the thoughts. Because when you are going into your mind, when you're going into your brain, and you're going to look for thoughts, and it's very easy exercise. There are no thoughts. So that means that thoughts are coming from the outside world. It's coming from the images that you see, that you smell, that you hear. Then you're starting to create thoughts. But that, if you even detach from that, you can be in that space. You can be source. You can be one with source, and you can let all the light codes come through. And that's when this comes in, the 144,000. It's your soul tribe that has the vision of unity. Not only unity between the masculine and the feminine, but also unity in the world. To come together, to hold space together, to celebrate, to bring that high vibration in. And that's really extraordinary how people can uh, create that space together, or that they can destroy it together by their thoughts, and giving too much energy to those thoughts and to the fear. Because when you're in fear, or anxiety, you are already too far in the future, and you're saying, oh my God, can this happen? This will happen with this person as my lost relationship. I don't want to be hurt anymore. I don't want to suffer anymore. I don't want to have that pain anymore. Well, be really realistic with it. You can't get around it. Sometimes lives give us pain, but that means that we on that lower vibration, that you're going into that mind space that gives you fear. That's how my guides are telling me. That's how it works. Then you're going into this other energy of fear, of a lower vibration. Fear is the almost the lowest vibration. That's why they can control you, you know. And if you know, um, mm, you can put a picture on it, right? If you have fear and you put another picture on that fear, like for instance joy, and for instance love, and for instance co-creation, for instance happiness and prosperity, and you put all these pictures on the fear, fear is gone, has no power over you. So yeah, how does the divine masculine sees the union with the divine feminine? All are invited. We are in the fifth dimensional realm. We're creating a new earth, spirit in matter, and we're honoring life. So that's how he sees the union with the divine feminine. That everybody is invited, and then that is what I mean, if we're sitting on a table, for instance, and somebody or people are coming and saying hi, you know they're invited to join you with a drink, or with a talk, and then the most beautiful connections come out of it. The most everything starts to flow. um, I had a beautiful experience yesterday. I was having coffee, and then somebody came in, and another person came in, and another person came in. So we had a beautiful, conversation. And that's how it goes. And it wasn't negative, it was only positive. It was positive news. It was, acceleration, co creation, weaving the web. It's so beautiful. We were weaving a web of light, a web of love with each other, and it was, yeah, really amazing. So, yeah, that is how the divine masculine sees the divine feminine. That in that union, there is space, an open heart for everyone uh, to come in and to join that beautiful space. Um, New Earth. Yeah, they're building that new Earth. They're building it together. They're building it on that level of, I see mystery. I see this as the mist of Avalon with the Thor in the background, and that new Earth is already there, and everything what is below the clouds, is not, um, is where we are, but it's actually, your feet are there. Your feet and your roots are deeply rooted in that earth, but your heads are in that other space. It's creating at the same time that you walk this earth. It's creating that other dimension. It's creating that new world and walking in that new world. So it's really, yeah, it's grounded, and that's what I hear. You ground that energy from the fifth dimensional space into the earth, so the earth also will be upgraded. So really amazing. So next, what supports the divine feminine? the Ecturians, the pure white light, DNA healing, removing negativity from your life, and sacred geometry. So that will support the divine feminine. Just, focus on the light. Don't focus on the negativity of life. Don't focus on what is happening, in your situationship. Yeah, in situationship, if you just get out of a relation or a union with someone, focus on that light, focus on your heart space, focus on where you want to go. So, yes, white light, DNA activation. Hmm. It could be when you're connecting with your soul tribe in the other realm, and it opens and expands your crown chakra immediately, and you're going through all your higher chakras and clear those higher chakras out. Then and keep them moving. I that's what I hear. Keep them moving, and then healing is DNA healing is there. So if you're not received an upgrade of light in your DNA system, and sometimes people believe in it or people don't believe it. But if you are a multi-dimensional being, we carrying other DNA codes within us that alters our state, alters our body, transforms our body. And that's, they say, if you start to remove all negativity in your life, and cutting it out as much as possible, and don't give that any attention or focus, then you start to elevate higher and higher, and you're receiving more light codes, so you can be more open-hearted, more positive, seeing things and connecting with people that you are on that frequency with. So yes, and that's the work of the Acturians. Um, the Acturians are the ones that are closest to the earth, and holding space for this earth, holding space for us. If they say, okay, you need an upgrade, they're sending you light codes, they're sending you integration codes to do what you need to do. And okay, how does the divine feminine sees the divine masculine as multidimensional? Well, we are connected with multiple dimensions, that I already channeled. We have different tribes, um, timelines, different timelines, experiences. Be you, and don't even try to fit in. Be your multidimensional being, and don't even try to fit in. That's how the divine feminine sees the divine masculine. Don't try to fit in, because you get your experiences at the right time. Don't try to reach a level or to do more effort to go there, because eventually we all will be there. Eventually we all will be there. And it's a choice. It's a free choice. It's a choice of your sovereign being. Do I want to go there? Do I want that light? Do I want that experience? Do I want that energy of this earth, and the new earth, and building wow building new um, cities, building new experiences, building new co-creations, and all that energy. And that's what the divine feminine sees in the divine masculine, um, in the in union, that his divine and his multidimensional being will come out. You know, it will step up. It will be there on the right time in the right space. You know, it's not like, oh, I'm not there. It has nothing to do, because then you start to comparison yourself again, and then you're starting to go in the downward spiral. I don't compare myself with anyone. I'm just me, and I know I'm good as I am, and nobody can take that away from me. No lower forces, nothing else. Yes, sometimes there are things coming up to let go of, but that's normal. I'm still human. So yeah, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of showing my feelings, because I know I'm safe within myself. If you're not safe with someone else, you won't show your feelings. You won't, because you don't feel that safety, that it's open and understandable to be received. So the feminine just needs to um, be seen, be heard, and then she will open up. Otherwise, you have a clam. Well, that's for it. Let's see what is the about both of them. You are Blu-ray beings, high vibrational, cosmic expression, and you are the bridge between dimensions. So you bridging different dimensions, different spaces, and you're activating your light, bringing it to the earth, um, going in different time zones, different timelines, different frequencies. So you're moving yourself through all of that in the now. So, and that's the trait of a Blu-ray being connected with the Syrian portal. And that's so beautiful. The Syrian Palladians and Orion um, system are now opening, preparing, and giving even more energy and light towards the earth to be expand. And when you're working with Metatron, Archangel Metatron, then it starts all to connect with each other and hold that space. There we have so many lines and energy lines in our body that are connected to different galaxies, different systems, different planets, different beings. That and just if you feel a tug, a really hard tug, towards a downward spiral, you need to cut that cord. Cut that cord, because it could be that it is from another frequency, another, and it's then I see this vision of a hot air balloon, when you have too much ballast within yourself and you throw it overboard, you're rising the energy. And that's what they want us to do. They want us to rise, and get all the overloaded ballast out of our system. And that's that's what the Blu-rays are doing. That is what the Palladians, the Sirians, Orions are doing, um, for our systems. And sometimes we go to places, um, to get activated, but also to remember. And when you start to remember things from past lives, it's also your duty, to remember yourself. You're here, you're in this space. It's not that time, but you need to release it. Or release it, to let go of it. Cords, sending love to it, creating a beautiful space around it, and send it up to the universe so it can be shifted and taken away. Because sometimes when our soul parts are coming in, um, it can carry fragmentals of former lifetimes. So before you enter that, ask that soul frequency to come in to into your system. You ask your maynot, nee, your monad. You ask your monad to heal that part, to clear that path, so you don't have to go through it again, because we all know the past sometimes repeat itself, unless we clear those soul particles before it enters our system. And you can ask your monad to do that for you. Okay, let's see. What is going on with the twin flame journey for the divine masculine? Oops. Oh, wow. Well, your mission is accomplished. Welcome home. You are home with your twin flame. Wow. The mission is accomplished. So sometimes we on a journey, a search for that counterpart. And when you found that, then it's it's accomplished, then you just have to welcome that home. You're home with yourself, you're home with that twin flame journey. You're it's you don't have to search anymore. That's what I feel. Sometimes we all, and that's just a human being, we all have wandering eyes. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's nice. But when you're on your journey and you found your mission and you found your twin flame, uh, then the journey is accomplished. It's already there. And sometimes you're just in union with your masculine and your feminine inside of you. And when that is accomplished, uh, between the masculine and the feminine in balance within yourself, then your twin flame will come in from the outside world. So it's the 1111, welcome home. So the divine masculine can say, welcome home, divine feminine, welcome home, divine masculine within myself. I accomplished this mission and I'm moving forward, and I'm everything what I attract now in my life will be on that vibration, what I'm yearning for. If you're yearning for that partnership, if you're yearning for that support, or that adoration, it's all there. It's already there. So that's really, really beautiful. Divine masculine, let go of karmic relationships. Let go of the past. And you see what I told you, we are all connected to different threads, energy cords, and these energy cords are, it's just the shadow. It's the shadow of um, that I said, if you feel that shadow tucking you down, you know, you need to go through it, cut it off, and move again to the light, because it keeps you in the dark. It keeps you in the dark. So divine masculine, let go of karmic relationships. And there is nothing bad about a karmic relationship. If you are in that realm and you're with your karmic, then and you're happy, then it's perfectly fine. Be happy together and stay there, but karmic can also be very toxic. And because you know there is no connection, um, there is no soul connection, or there is no connection with source, I hear. So let those energies go, and go for the light. Forward Voyager's journey. Wow, did I just talk about past life healing, about clearing the soul parts, and healing the soul parts from past lives. It's, it just comes up. It's incredible how things go in flow, and how it's synchronized with the channelings. I don't need the cards anymore. So yeah, it's just the confirmation of what I said. Past life healings, before you ask your soul parts to come in, clear it before it enters your light system, before it enters your body, because our body cells have a remembrance. But if we carry still a lot of light within us, it can shift that. But ask your monad to do that. It can also mean, you met each other before in a past life, and that past life needs to be healed in the now. So, there are many. It's the Voyager's journey. You're going on a journey. You're healing the past life. You're healing the places where you're going. It's all connected. Nothing is standing on its own. All is connected. What is blocking the divine masculine? What is blocking the divine masculine? Remember your identity. You can do it. Maybe you have to shift of identities, and maybe you have to take a radical action on who you thought that you were. That's an interesting one, because sometimes we program that way, and we hanging on to the system. Well, that's just the way I am, and this is how it is, and it won't change because this is what it is. No way. That's the old identity. You can shift your identity. You can make yourself a better version of yourself than you were before. And that's it, because you can do it. Everyone can do it. When When the pain is big enough, you will change. When the pain is big enough, you will change because you don't want to suffer. And then you're going to look for tools and saying, okay, I don't want to have this in my life anymore. I don't want to have that, but how do I deal with it? So you're going to look um, for a teacher or a coach or whatever that can get you back on track. So you are not who you think you are. That's an old identity. You become who you want to be. And if that is happening in your life, then everything will shift, you know? For the one person, you don't want to change. And for the other person, you want to do everything in your power to change. And that's because, you know, you got stuck at one point in your life. And because of a co-creation, you can shift that identity, and you can shift it for the good, or you can go a totally different direction. It's all up to you. You have a free will, you have a free soul, and you need to be content with that, you know. But everybody can change. If somebody says to me, oh, I can change because this is the way I am, well, walk a year with me and you're a totally different person. I hear walk a year and a day. Yeah, Rick. And then my son is here and he said, yeah, you never know what you get. It's like Forrest Gump. Divine Feminine, practice self-love, nurture your inner child. So if you are in communication with your inner child, I will show you the card. Nurture your inner child, because your inner child is hurt, or your inner child needs attention, or she wants to play. You know, give her a voice, and practice self-love of you know, the feeling of abandonment after split up. You know, if you split, you know, you really split in two. And you have to nurture your inner feminine, your inner child, your inner girl, your inner boy. And when you work with that, you know, and give it the attention that she needs, that you do the things you love, that you do the things where you're here for, that you are called to do, you know, because it doesn't have to come from the outside world, you know. Don't run to the outside world to look if there's something that can heal you. You know, you can do it from the inside. Do it because the inside um, needs that nurturing, needs that love, needs that compassion. You know, go, and if you see a swing, go on the swing, and you know, have a good time with your inner child. We all know that in the twin flame journey, that there is always a separation. There's always a separation in the journey, because then it is testing you. Are you okay on your own? Are you okay with on yourself you need to heal. You need to maybe learn how to detach from your thoughts. You don't need to detach from your twin flame. You detach from your thoughts and your emotions. You need to feel your emotions to heal it, but you detach from your thoughts about that situation, because that gets you in a loop and a loop and a loop and a loop, and it drains you, and it drains your energy, and it drains your system. Okay. Divine feminine, false twin flame, intense change. So divine feminine, you could deal, if you are, if you split up with your divine counterpart and you thought, you know, it could be that it was a false twin flame, 1111 again. Wow, guys, it's really interesting. um yeah, then it could be a false twin flame. What is a false twin flame? False twin flame is actually an accelerator to see how are you doing in your journey. How are you doing in your journey? um, and this is for someone special. um, so is it, mm, yeah, false twin flame. If you are a twin flame, you're already in union with yourself, with the masculine and the feminine. A false twin flame is that you give your thoughts or your meaning to someone that is your twin flame. And it could be that it's a false twin flame, and you still see that person as a twin flame. And it just accelerated you on your healing journey. So that's really interesting. For the divine feminine, what is the block? Beyond the illusion, change your perception. Divine feminine, change your perception on what things were and how things need to be. you know you're connected to all. You're connected with everything. You're connected to the earth. I always say Mother Earth is the womb space. We walking her womb. We walking her energy. We walking her ground, her love, her space that holds us. And we need to hold that space. It can also see in the twin flame journey that it could be an illusion, created by your mind. Is it real? It's real when it's in front of you, when you feel it. And don't go in that space of um, creating more illusions about a situation. you know if there is telepathy, when there is this connection with each other, you feel that soul tie, but don't go making, oh, this is a song coming through. Don't go chasing waterfalls. So that's really interesting that that is coming through. So don't go beyond the illusion, you know, don't create illusions. See beyond it. What is really there? What is the action? Um, what you're feeling in your system? Don't give it change your change the view, how you're looking at it. That's what I see in her. You know, that's your vision. Don't chase an illusion, I hear. Just look at it how it is, and how is the action in between. You know, how is the action between the masculine and the feminine. And when they're in separation, the mind wants to create a whole story. You know, it's but that's the illusion. That's the illusion. So don't make it prettier, more beautiful and extraordinary than it is, because then you're putting someone on a pedestal, and you also have to put that person down, you know. And then the whole mystery and the whole thing, what you created, is just a bubble. Just see each other from equality and how it is, you know. Don't go into the illusion. Harmonize yourself and let your light shine. Again, it's all, this reading is all about going to the light. Going to the light, let the light in, let light in, let light in, let light in, and harmonize yourself. You know, be in harmony with yourself, be in joy, being in that state of harmony between the masculine and the feminine, between all elements, between Mother Earth. Bring yourself in balance, in harmonize yourself. Then I have to think about the Kuan Yin healing, that how we harmonize our system, our body, and our thoughts and our brain, to come into balance. And it's really amazing, and to come in harmony with yourself, being harmonious, and walking in that harmonious energy through through the streets on this earth. Because when there is harmony and peace in your heart space, then there is peace all around you. When you are angry or frustrated or whatever, you know, the first person you meet will reflect that towards you, you know. And then there could be arguments, or because, you know, it's inside of you that needs to be healed or balanced out. It's never a random, it's never random. I hear it's never random. There's always this energy that is within you, that is without you. And sometimes, and that is what the journey does of the twin flames, they reflecting each other. I had times that my inner masculine and inner feminine were fighting, and they were really like this against each other. And then I had to get the light in between, you know, to settle it down. And then I was like, wow, you know, if my masculine is fighting my feminine, then the masculine outside will fight me. That's it. So if there is not that balance within, and that harmony between the masculine and the feminine, there will be a fight, because they're fighting each other. Lost cards. You're going mirror reflections. You're going through a karmic purge. So that's really interesting. If the masculine goes through a karmic purge, the feminine is going through a karmic purge, because they mirror each other. So it could be that they're both healing the past, karmic purge, and then coming into the center in your light, you know, um, healing that energy. The divine feminine is purging, the divine masculine is purging, and then the healing can come in. And that's because they mirror each other's reflections. And I, I just, I just told you, if you feel angry and frustrated and within, the masculine will, you know, um, mirror that to you in the outside world. So both, um, I hear both need Mother Earth, both need that healing of nature and getting all the elements back in balance. Karmic purge, last time for divine feminine. Well, guys, this was it for this week. It's a very long one because the channelings were pretty intense and pretty long. So I will see you next week or whatever, whenever there is something that needs to get out in the open. I will bring it out, and I hope you have a good vision, a good reading for yourself. I hope that some parts resonated with you. Take what is good for you, and leave what is not good for you. Leave what is, it is. It is what it is. Okay, all the love. Have a wonderful weekend. Um, I'm packing this afternoon so I can get my journey going next time. Bye bye. See you all. And see you till the next video. Bye bye.